Welcome to another video with Paula Anderson, Coaching and Consulting. I'm your instructor, Paula Anderson. And in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about the growth versus the fixed mindset. But before we jump into the topic, I want to give you a little bit of my background. So I have a bachelor's degree in English, a bachelor's degree in journalism with an emphasis in public relations, have a graduate certificate in leadership, and I also have a master's degree in journalism and strategic media. So we're going to talk about growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. So growth mindset means that you think that you are able to accomplish a certain goal. So for individuals that are actually preparing for the CPC exam, I want you to think about what is it that I want to accomplish within the next 6 months. So we want to start out with a short-term goal first. And you can go back and watch my video on SMART goals so that you can get more specific details. But I want you to start with a short-term goal. So what do you want to accomplish within 1 to 6 months? And write that down on a piece of paper or on an index card, however you want to transcribe that information. But make sure that you write down, what do I want to do within 1 to 6 months? And then you set some timelines. So maybe you want to read a chapter once a week, or maybe you want to take the practice exam maybe once a month so that you can make sure that you're actually learning the information. So whatever it is that you want to do, then you want to write that down. So a growth mindset is setting some goals and actually achieving those goals, and also believing that you can do it. Now, if you're trying to pass the CPC exam, you don't have to make an A on the exam as long as you pass it. So this is what my benchmark is when I prepare individuals. I say try to score at least 85% because 85% gives you a little margin of error. We know that you only have to have 70% in order to pass. But if you have like a 15% margin of error, then that means that you can actually, if you go up 75%, then you're still passing. And if you go up 80%, of course, you're still passing. But we know you cannot go below 70%. So when you're measuring your progress, you want to measure whether or not you're at 85%. So a fixed mindset is being locked into a mindset thinking that you cannot accomplish certain things, that you cannot do it. So I'm going to give you an example of my own personal situation. So I recently finished taking an accounting course. And this accounting course is a part of the MBA program that I'm working on. Now, one of the things that was a challenge for me is that I am a creative person. So I like dealing with things that focus on arts, okay, and creativity. Well, accounting was kind of intimidating. So I had a fixed mindset for a couple of years about taking that course because I did not believe that I could accomplish and I could pass that course. But through the grace of God and me studying, working with a tutor, and also getting assistance from my instructor, I was able to earn a B. Now, am I 100% proficient in accounting? No, I'm not. But it's a class that was required, so I had to pass it in order to move on to the next class. And so now that I passed the class, before I passed the class, I developed a growth mindset. So what I did, I went to school, to a physical school, and I actually practice on the problem. Sometimes I spend 2 to 3 hours at one time trying to work out the problem. So I invested the time, I read the textbook, I watched the teacher's instructional videos. So I put in the work in order for me to achieve the outcome that I received, which was a B. So growth mindset versus fixed mindset. So growth mindset, you are able to achieve what you set your mind out to do. So if you are trying to learn medical coding, of course, you have to give yourself time. You cannot learn medical coding in 12 weeks. I'm sorry, it just doesn't happen that instantly, but you can build on your knowledge after the 12-week period. So stay tuned for more videos from Paula Anderson Coaching and Consulting. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel and make sure that you like this video and share with somebody who may need to know a little bit more about medical coding. So stay tuned for more videos from Paula Anderson Coaching and Consulting. Talk to you soon.